Festive Folklore Friday. We've been billing this as our last, but I do have a secret to share. I was so excited, and I mean, this year has been awful. Um, so I think that we could all do with a little bit of extra cheer, and we really wanted to highlight some of the various cultures and settlements here. So we're really excited. We just finalized this week that we're going to be working with the Old Swedes Historic Center, and they're going to be joining us for the last night of Yule. So those that aren't completely, you just don't know yet, but we're going to teach you. The Scandinavian cultures all have a variation of Yule that they celebrate, and it is their Christmas. But they celebrate it all month long. But Yule itself starts, I think it's on the 23rd, I believe, and that carries on until the end of the month. So we're going to be working with Kyle. We've had the pleasure of working with him before for our SWAT awesome. With the University of Delaware's Museum Studies program. Awesome program. Our administrative assistant is our director. I don't know what her actual title is there.
She's awesome.
She's the
awesome of museums.
Yeah, she's the awesome of the Museum Studies department. Yeah, I mean that's it. Anyway, Meg Hutchins is on our board as well, so we're really blessed to have her. So I'm sure she's going to be really excited because this is so new. I haven't even had a chance to tell our board yet, except for our board chair. So you guys got to hear it before them, and now I'm going to be in trouble, but that's okay.
So Kyle is joining us from.
Kyle is going to be telling us stories of Yule and how their celebrations now have grown from the celebrations before, and it's going to be really exciting. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I've been a little bit of a scandophile. Is that how you call it? I don't know. I've been really interested in it. My poor wife is really...
No, I love it. It's great. It's a warm, inviting culture. It is. A couple cookbooks now. And
yeah. I mean, it kind of reminds me of home. There's a lot of snow, a lot of dark. You gotta make your cozy however you can. Yeah. And it just really has you slow down. Which is what we're doing tonight. So usually what I do is I make a cocktail in front of you guys. You guys get to go through my loud shaker. But a lot of Christmas cocktails are really made in advance. So, and then also in the interest of just slowing down, I made our cocktails in advance. So I hope that you guys did as well. I've made Carly a sorrel punch. It's a traditional drink from Jamaica for the holidays. It's made with a hibiscus ginger steep juice. And then you add some lime juice to that, some simple syrup. You shake it with some rum because rum. And then you enjoy it. It's a gorgeous color. So that is what I've poured for her. And then for myself, I've poured the Coquito. It's certainly gotten a lot of popularity. I mean, I was planning on doing this from last year when I was deciding on what drinks we wanted. And I was just surprised to see how explosive this popularity of the drink went. So the Coquito is a Puerto Rican version of the eggnog, I guess, for lack of a better thank you, Tracy. So it's pretty heavy. I'm not gonna lie. It has coconut cream and evaporated milk and condensed milk and coconut milk, and then some spices that I've blended all together, and then rum because what's the holidays without getting into the spirit of things?
I'm really disappointed that there's a whole picture of it now in the fridge.
Yeah, we have half a gallon of it. Oh no. It didn't post it to Facebook, so you might just want to switch.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So that's what we're drinking. Please tell us what you're drinking in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Because this is our little pre-chat where I'm letting Carly learn the reins of the
tech side.
Yeah, the tech side. Usually she's on the background helping me with the drinks and stuff. But since I went ahead and I took care of that already.
And the elf wrangling.
Yes, and the elf wrangling. You're going to see our dogs wandering in and out. Carly did dress them up for the holidays, although Bella has passed out next to me snoring. She's not a fan of wearing anything. But Finnegan has his little bow tie on, and because we're those people, and that's okay.
Who's joining us tonight?
Yeah,
Who's
give
out
us a
there?
shout out.
Give
Tell
us
us
a shout.
she's here.
See, Tracy's in.
Allie's going to be joining us shortly. She had some holiday stuff going on at work. This is the season. Nice, Mike. I mean, blood orange. That's holiday.
Ooh.
I haven't had that in forever.
Mhm.
I miss that.
Mhm.
It's a good beer.
Cheers.
Yeah, let's cheers. Hey, cheers, Mike.
Cheers
and
to
Tracy.
everybody.
And to whoever else is watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do have our green wine glasses. You don't get to have this.
Really? A whole half gallon to yourself?
Yep.
As long as you keep me plied with these,
I
suppose
sure
that'll
can.
be fine. This is really good.
A lot more. Do you want to swap?
Oh, she's.
Oh, hey,
She's not getting this back.
I have a cut on my lip. That is delicious, though. It is a lot more tart than mine.
You'll be enjoying that all week long. That is
All
nice.
week long. You say that like it's lasting tonight.
Okay, it is the weekend.
It is the weekend. It is a holiday weekend. Sláinte. So I have to add, like we've talked about it a little bit about how Scandinavians celebrate Christmas the whole month through, and certainly like I'm sure I annoyed the heck out of my parents because, well, I start getting into the Christmas spirit in November.
No, that's not true. October.
Yeah, okay.
See, Canadian Thanksgiving's in October, so once you hit that, then it's Christmas season. So for us here down in the States, it's a little different. We wait until after that. But
yeah, because you guys like just hit the ground running, like your big Thanksgiving holiday, and then all the way to Christmas and then New Year's.
New Year's.
No wonder y'all are exhausted.
Yeah.
No, you started early, and you get to milk it.
Yeah. No, I enjoy it. We've started listening to Christmas carols earlier than usual and stuff.
Yeah.
I know there are some people out there who are probably shocked to hear me say that I'm okay with Christmas carols before Thanksgiving, but
I've converted her.
Times have changed.
This is true. One of my favorite memories of Christmas is like we would always have a snowmobile, and we would go out and like we would bundle up, and I kind of look like the Michelin Man. Waddle out to the snowmobile. We'd hook up a sled behind it, and then we would ride out because we lived in the country in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And we would get to choose our own Christmas tree. They're not like the big fluffy ones like we've got here. That
it's not a farm,
right? No, it wasn't a farm. There was nobody around. There were trails that were made by people just like us going to go get their Christmas tree.
Might have been your land, might have not been.
Yeah, I don't know. It could have been. We took so many twists and turns, and I don't know. I just followed my father.
Yeah, there you go.
But we took the Christmas tree out, or the snowmobiles out, and we'd cut that down and bring it back. And then my mom would have hot cocoa waiting for us when we got back. Usually by that time I was too hot because you dress up really warm.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time you start moving and stuff, you're sweating.
Yeah.
You're starting to throw stuff off, hoping he doesn't fly off the snowmobile. So
it's fun. It's really lovely.
I was really sad when they switched over to artificial trees, but
yeah, sometimes after a while it becomes necessary.
yeah, like when we stopped using our snowmobiles, it got expensive to keep up.
Yeah,
because we got older and we wanted to go faster.
Oops. Well, for my family, the tradition was to go visit family on Christmas Eve and then get back late in the evening. And this was when my brother and I were younger. And Dad would read to us the Christmas story from the Bible, and we'd have a nice quiet evening once we got home, and they'd send us to bed. And I think if they heard us stirring any longer than we should have been on Christmas Eve, because they were preparing for Christmas morning and we needed to be asleep. We found out later my father would go outside with sleigh bells and go out into the street and jingle them and scare us into thinking that we were going to get passed by.
Oh, this is where you get your tricksiness from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Christmas morning, we'd wake up, and if mom and dad weren't already up, we'd wake them up. But typically, dad was already stirring, and he'd go downstairs and start the fire and get the basement all warmed up where the Christmas tree was and all the gifts and stockings and stuff. And we'd climb in bed with mom and probably jump on her or whatever. And
Like you do.
You know, wait for us to be allowed to run down the stairs, and sometimes bypass the gifts because we were afraid the stockings had coal in them. So we were convinced, well, I was convinced, and I convinced my younger brother that there was possibly going to be coal in the stockings. So let's head straight for those, ignoring the fact that they left presents out unwrapped next to the Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
That was great. So
we were allowed to open our stockings, but we were not, I think, I could be wrong, remembering this wrong. And usually my Canadian family watches these, so if I'm wrong, please kindly point it out. But we were allowed to open those, but we weren't allowed to get up and get them too early. But the same thing, like our presents from Santa were left unwrapped under the tree. They would have in writing from Santa,
of course,
who they were for and stuff, and because there were a few years where my brothers and I would want the same thing. So I remember a very contentious year with one of my brothers that I got the new Smashing Pumpkins album or something.
Oh,
and
no.
No, it wasn't Smashing Pumpkins. It was the Wedding Singer soundtrack. And he was really upset with me about it. I was like, you can listen to it, just don't be a jerk. Merry Christmas, sir. But so did you stay at your parents' house the whole Christmas mornings, or did you travel around?
When we were younger, we would have Christmas morning at my parents' house. I think there were many Christmases that we didn't have at home.
Oh, interesting.
My extended family was within an hour, so we would normally do that on Christmas Eve or schedule another time with them, or maybe have plans later in the day on Christmas. But yeah,
that's
really nice.
We moved around all the time.
Your family was spread out.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, most spread out. There were, a good contingent of us that were in southern Manitoba. That said, it still took 30, 40 minutes to get anywhere out of snowstorming. And then my grandma and my cousins, most of my cousins lived up 5 hours north. So we would travel up there, same area where my father had a cabin. So we would sometimes stay at the cabin, sometimes stay at my grandma's. It's always fun to do that. It was, I love, my grandma lived at the end of, there's this road where my mom grew up. And the last 4 miles of it it's all my family. And it ends with my grandma's house, or where my grandma's house used to be. And you could see the snow, I never understood the meaning of the song White Christmas. I was like, well, duh, yeah, it's going to be a white Christmas.
Yeah, I always dreamed of a white Christmas when I was a kid.
So I just hearing it, I was just like, yeah, of course it's, anyway, you can see the moon reflecting off of the snow. And my grandma decorated with those, the tinsel, the metallic tinsel kind of. Hey, Allie.
Hi, sorry, I'm on the phone.
That's all right. Then again, you know her.
She's coming out of nowhere, though.
We were just talking about our Christmas traditions, and I was saying how my grandma used to decorate with those metallic tinsel and garland, and those little, you unwrap them and they turn into a shiny metal doll or what have you.
I will share one that you guys got me, which is the Christmas.
Yeah.
And my family's heritage is Pennsylvania German, so if you know anything about German culture, and especially Pennsylvania Germans, we love Christmas. And this is something my family did not do, but I have started this new tradition: is you hide the pickle in your tree. Not a real that would not turn out well.
It's a big deal.
Oh, wow. Oh, Mike's got Mike's got a story for us. He was allowed one present on Christmas Eve. He still remembers listening to his new favorite Saturday Night Fever until 3 a.m. one year. Give that a little show.
That's awesome.
Great story, Mike.
Sometimes we would be allowed to open a present the night before too. If we were celebrating away from my mom's family, we would be opening up one. But my grandma would have like the big fireplace, like closed, of course, and the big window, or at least to me it was big. I'm sure in retrospect it's probably smaller than because everything's this big when you're little. But looking down the drive and the snow glistening, and we would always be like peering up. Okay, can we see Santa? Can we see Santa? But to see like the other family members, because Christmas Eve and the 23rd, and everybody would just come to my grandma's house, and it was so much fun. Just staring out, waiting for someone to come. My uncles would start playing Christmas music. My family's very musical, and it was a lot of fun. Sometimes they would get annoyed with us kids. They'd send us out in the snow, in our Michelin man outfits. I remember there was one year that we went to my Aunt Catherine's because she had nice evergreen trees. They're huge by her house. She was not far from my grandma. Like you could see her house.
Yeah.
And my cousin Evan and my two brothers, we laid down and we were convinced that we could see stuff moving. We're having a discussion if it was a UFO, if it was Santa, or what was going on.
What about you, Allie? Did you have traditions as a kid?
Well, my parents are very organized. If you can imagine that. It's mostly my dad. And so the big thing would, of course, be putting up the holiday decorations. And he had like handwritten drawings of like where everything went in every single room.
Oh my.
Sure, things went in the same place. And I guess there is some like comfort and consistency because you're like, okay, I know like this holiday decoration goes here every year and I should expect it there. But decorating the Christmas tree is a really big thing. It still is for me because a lot of the ornaments have a lot of like personal meaning to us. It's a tradition of mine to get an ornament anywhere I go travel or get one for my parents. It's very like emotional to be standing next to my Christmas tree this year because like, it's a little bit different this year. And that's something that like our families would be doing together. So I don't know. And I have a lot of weird ornaments too. I don't know if I can. Fortunately, I'm stuck here on my phone, but I have a lot of food ornaments. So, like, I have a grilled cheese. I don't know. I'm just getting ready for Friday, and it's been a week. And I have a pierogi in here somewhere. So,
if I recall, that pierogi's got a mustache, doesn't it?
Yes, Mike has one with a mustache. I think mine is just a regular pierogi, and I think he might be in the front. But yeah, the Christmas tree is really special, and I guess my mom. I think probably why she liked decorating the Christmas tree is her mother would put it up the day before Christmas, like Christmas Eve, and then they would only have it up until New Year's. So they would put the whole tree like, so she only had it for like, so many days. And she was like, it's so sad.
Yeah, I agree.
So you guys did anything good?
Actually, yes. Sorry, I was trying to share the live thing on my stream. Actually, first thing, hi Sandra, it's nice to see you again. I remember you coming by the mill. It was really awesome to take you through where your mother lived. That meant a lot to me. So happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yeah. Mike is drinking a Flying Dog Blood Orange because beer. I actually learned something very interesting. I remember when I was at City Tavern, some friends took us there for Carly's birthday because her birthday's in December, and I ordered the wassail. I mispronounced the living crud out of it because I don't know.
Yeah,
I've got nothing. I'm not from here. I remember it being served as a mulled wine, and that's how they depicted it. But when I was researching drinks for this, it's not typically a mulled wine. You take mulled cider, you add beer to that, you mull all of that, and that is your wassail.
Wow.
Yeah, that's shifting gears a little bit.
I guess orange, even blood orange, is sort of holiday, right? You see a lot of orange that is decorated.
Yeah, I think they come out with a lot of flavor. I mean, orange is really Christmassy. Carly is drinking a sorrel punch. It's
Nice.
it's a traditional Christmas drink from Jamaica. So it's hibiscus and ginger steeped together to make a little bit of a juice, and then some simple syrup, some lime juice, some rum. Shake it up and have at her.
Tracy's got a nice Christmas story about her parents. Her mom's side didn't celebrate Christmas. That's awesome. Let you open one present a night for a week.
So it's kind of like Christian Hanukkah.
Yeah, there we go.
Because
It's a nice compromise.
I know Tracy's not Quaker, but I know there's a lot of Quakers, and that's like a big thing. Is like you don't really decorate or anything. So yeah, everyone celebrates.
Yeah,
Are
absolutely.
you showing off your new bow tie?
Yeah.
It's the bow tie he wore when he joined us for the Festive Delights last year.
Oh, excellent.
Yes. He's a little furrier than he was last year, though.
Just a bit. Can I put you down? You're really warm. There you go.
Let us know where you're joining us. Keep letting us know your Christmas traditions. What new ones maybe you're doing this year? I think we're all kind of maybe reinventing kind of how we celebrate, and that's really about it.
We're starting an advent calendar.
Yeah.
12 days of Christmas.
12 days before Christmas.
Right, 12 days before Christmas. Countdown. So we're gonna get a spirited holiday, but we're also doing it for our nieces as well, because they're very outgoing girls, and they're usually doing a flurry of things. Their mother's family is it's huge. So they're flying by the seat of their pants every which way. Sometimes they have 3 events on a night. It's crazy. So to help them kind of bridge that, we are making them an advent calendar. We have to finish it off tonight so Carly can deliver it tomorrow. But there's a little activity and treat for every day, so to lead up to Christmas. And then I don't think they'll be watching this.
I hope not.
One of the new traditions we're introducing to a lot of people this year it's an Icelandic tradition of giving a book before, like on Christmas Eve. And they open the book on Christmas Eve, and you spend the evening slowing down. You read it. You, as the Scandinavian people called it, you make a hygge moment, and you just really slow down and enjoy the present, enjoy the lights, enjoy the warmth, enjoy the beverage in your hand, whatever that may be, alcoholic, non-alcoholic. And then you share what you've read and what you talk about the books that you're reading. So we've done that for them. We're going to go out to the Hockessin bookshelf and on Christmas Eve. Thankfully, they're open until 2. I checked already. And we're going to go get some books for the 2 of us, and we'll exchange books on Christmas Eve.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's an awesome mission.
Yeah. Well, that's good because we're doing that for you too.
I'm doing it for you too. So
yeah, all the books.
See, everybody buy books.
Read all the things.
Support your local bookseller. I love that you guys are going out to the Hockessin bookstore. I think that's wonderful. Or go to like a secondhand bookstore. Like so many great things you can be doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Like there are so many ways it. Like we're also doing more handmade presents this year because it just, I don't know, it could be for me the virus, but I just think in general what this whole pandemic has shown us is what's really important. Mm-hmm. And that maybe our ancestors had it right, that it was more important to slow down and make it a gift that's meaningful instead of it being all the things. Not to say that there's anything wrong with getting people like those larger gifts, or to, you know, you see someone wanting something and you want to make that happen for them and it's not handmade, that's fine. But for us, I think just making little tokens of connection.
I think everybody's going out less. There's a little more time to do that sort of thing.
Yeah, I agree.
You doing anything new this year, Allie?
I guess, well, obviously staying home, but that's kind of a nice change because usually we're driving all day on Christmas. And it'd be nice to slow down a bit, read a book that I'm going to be getting, and enjoy some time in my home, which I know I've been doing a lot of, but I think it's a little bit different sometimes around the holidays. So
yeah.
You know,
for you,
it's all good.
Yeah.
Something good. I'll give it a shout out to Jessup's Tavern, who we got Thanksgiving meal from. We'll probably get Christmas dinner from them. So
Oh, nice. I'm making Carly eat a lot of Scandinavian food.
That's
Mike had come home from Costco with, was it pickled herring or something? And she looks at me, she's like, what?
Yeah, pickled herring. We'll see how it goes.
And a bottle of aquavit.
At least it's not what is the Icelandic fish that's like the salt fish or whatever that's
it's made with lime.
Yes, at least it's not that. You could have that, Carly. So
Yes, because I'm scared of lye. If I can find it made somewhere, it will be going into our mouth holes.
Is anything else cool to share? I mean, at the top of my tree, I'll show you one last thing. Oh my gosh, I can't do this. So that is so I'm from the outside Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. If you can guess, we're often called the Christmas City, and we're known for this like that you see right above me that you see everywhere. So I don't know. I really like Christmas. Can't tell.
That's awesome.
For me, it's my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not about the gifts or anything like that. Like, for me, it's the lights, it's the comfort, it's the company.
Yeah.
You know, it's being able to just take a moment and just feel the comfort and love with the people that you're with.
Yeah. I'm so excited for tonight, though. I think everyone's going to have a great time. I think we all know.
And I'm thankful for Tracy and Mike opening up their house to us.
Yeah, that is awesome.
So we did the same thing. Usually you guys are facing our bar, but tonight we figured let's introduce you to our house. That's awesome about volunteering at the Delaware Nature Society, Shelley. That's great.
Yeah. Volunteer at your local.
Yeah.
That. I mean,
Yeah.
Also, share that you're watching this tonight. All of that helps us. So,
Stacy mentioned earlier that we've got another Folklore Friday here at the end of the year.
Yeah, I can't quit you, Folklore Friday. But this one's for sure the last of the year because it's on
literally the last day of the year, so it has to be the last.
So I can't do any more this year, guys.
Also got a tea coming up in January.
We do on January 10th. We are going to be doing a little bit of a shout out since the centennial of the 21st, no, not 21st Amendment. That is home brewing or liquor. The 19th Amendment, I apologize. It's gotten kind of thrown to the side and rightfully, I mean, this pandemic is something that the globe has never really dealt with on this scale. So we're going to be doing more of a nod to prominent Delaware females in history. So that's going to be our theme for our holiday tea. That said, if you want to just come for the tea, that's fine. We're going to be doing this virtually. So we're going to be sending you guys tea, about 3 bags or so.
Yeah.
And we'll have a few other goodies that we're just trying to work out. We're finalizing details on. We don't want to promise something and not be able to deliver. So it's going to be a lot of fun. That is, it's not on our Facebook yet. I need to update some details, but it's going to be coming up
soon. Watch out for it.
And then we'll be having some classes next month, and it's going to be a good time. So, And if you guys wanted to do some shopping for Christmas, local people, we are happy to do the deliveries to your home, so you don't have to worry about FedEx, which I'm having issues with for some of the Christmas presents I've ordered. Or any of because I know a lot of the courier companies are really struggling with everybody shipping stuff right now. So
we're the courier company.
We can be the couriers.
Yeah.
So feel free to order from our online store. You can find it on our website or using the bit.ly that we've linked to below. But it's going to be a good gift, or if you wanted to give a gift of membership, not only are you gifting it to us and helping support us, but you're showing someone something that means something to you. So if you wanted to buy a gift membership for somebody, what we're also doing is we're throwing in a free beer or drink koozie for every gift membership or membership that's purchased through the holiday season. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Go on our website, link there, and you're good.
Yay. But with that, I'm sure that you guys are done hearing us jabber. So we're going to cut to give us all a chance to get ourselves together and give you guys 30 seconds to go get another eggnog. And we'll be back streaming from Mike and Tracy's house, and they're going to get us in the Christmas cheer. So go warm up your vocal cords, guys. See you soon.
Thank you. Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Hi everyone, welcome to Folklore Friday with Greenback Mills and Phillips Farm. My name is Mike Connolly.
And I'm Tracy Connolly.
And we're going to sing you some Christmas songs this evening. Hope you have a good time. Grab yourself a holiday drink. Sit back and relax, and we'll sing you some songs. Hopefully there's some that you know and maybe a couple that you don't. So without further ado, let's start singing.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. So the next song, it's pretty old, and it was originally called One Horse Open Sleigh. Do you know what it's called today?
I do.
Of course you do, because we're about to sing it. You know it as Jingle Bells, of course. It was written in 1857 by a guy named James Pierpont. And a lot of people say, you know, it really doesn't have anything to do with Christmas, even though it's become associated with Christmas. It never mentions Christmas. It's really just about sleigh racing, which was very popular. And I learned some interesting trivia when I was trying to do some research about Jingle Bells, or One Horse Open Sleigh. I always thought that Jingle Bells were just jingle bells, like that was the name of the literal bell that's going. So jingle being like the adjective or something, I guess. But it turns out that jingle is actually the verb in the sentence, and the idea was that you need to jingle your bells, to shake your bells, particularly as you're sleighing. So when you're approaching an intersection, another sleigh will hear you coming, because sleighs being pulled by horses in snow don't make a lot of noise.
Quiet, yeah.
Yeah,
I did
kind of
not
quiet.
know that either.
I didn't. And but wait, there's more. This was the very first song ever broadcast from space. Didn't know that. December 1965, Gemini 6 mission. So some cool stuff about Jingle Bells.
Yeah.
We're one horse open sleigh.
Yeah. And I'll say I've got my thing raised here because like there's verses that I've never heard of before.
Yeah.
So you're gonna catch me looking down a lot because there's a whole lot of stuff going on. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun song, as we all know. Anyway, without further ado, how about if we do Jingle Bells?
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight! Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. Our horse was lean and lank, misfortune seemed his lot. We got into a drifting bank and then we got upside. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, the story I must tell. I went out on the snow, and on my back I fell. A jet was riding by in a one-horse open sleigh. He laughed as I lay sprawling there and quickly drove away. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Now the ground is white, you hit while you're young. Take the girls tonight and sing the sleighing song. Just get a bobtail hay, 240 as hitch him to an open sleigh and crack, he'll take the lead. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yeehaw!
Jingle Bells. Nice. All right, let's back into the modern era, 1950s, 60s, 50s, I think, right? For Holly Jolly Christmas.
What you got on this one?
Almost nothing, except for the fact that it was written by the same guy that wrote Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Now, don't ask me what that guy's name is, because I don't remember. But,
I just know the whole Burl Ives thing.
oh yes, of course, Burl Ives. Yes. Yeah. So, Holly Jolly Christmas.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know, and everyone. Oh, the mistletoe, come where you can see somebody waits for you. Kiss her And when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe, how you can see somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you do, hope I've got to have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
You know, they say in show business that you should never follow children or animals on stage. And I think this proves it. Even stuffed animals don't perform.
Don't do it.
Upstaged. Okay, so we had a quick little break there. And while we were out, we did a quick Google search and discovered that this song has some connection to the last song. And the connection is that they were both written by the same guy, Johnny Marks. And Johnny Marks is the guy whose name I couldn't remember, who wrote Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, as well as A Holly Jolly Christmas. And he wrote this song, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. So Johnny got some hits under his belt, basically.
He did, yeah. And of course, you guys know this was sung by Brenda Lee. I did not know she was only 13 when she sang it.
That's crazy.
So it does not, no, it doesn't sound like, I'm still working on my whiskey voice.
She had a whiskey voice at 13?
At 13.
Whew. How about that? All right, so without any further ado, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. We're kind of rocking around the Christmas tree right
Yeah,
now.
I should like rock more.
Yeah, we really should. All right. Do it.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit reign. Hey, we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let the jolly dolls with boughs of holly rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Boughs of holly rocking around the Christmas. Have a happy holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
This song was originally called Tinkle Bell when it was written in 1950. I think it was a wise decision to change the name.
Yes. Much better name.
No doubt.
Silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you'll hear silver bells. by with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene, and above all the bustle you hear silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
All right, very nice.
You too.
All right, so the next song is Please Come Home for Christmas, which was originally Charles Brown recording from 1960. But I know it, we know it, and probably a lot of you know it because of the 1978 recording by the Eagles.
Not the Eagles.
Not the Eagles, no, they were not from Philadelphia. So here we go. Baby, please come home for Christmas.
Bells will be ringing, the sad, sad news. Oh, what a Christmas to have blues. My baby's gone, I have no friends to wish me greetings once again. Choirs will be singing Silent Night, Christmas carols by candlelight. Please come for Christmas, please if not for Christmas, by New Year's night. Friends and relations send salutations, sure as the stars shine above. But this is Christmas, yes, Christmas, my dear. Time of year to be with the one you love. So won't you tell me you'll never more roam? Christmas and New Year will find you home. There'll be no more sorrow, no grief and pain, and I'll be happy Christmas once again. Friends and relations send salutations, sure as stars shine above. But this is Christmas, yes, Christmas, my dear. Time of year to be with the one you love. So won't you tell me you'll never more roam? Christmas and New Year will find you home. There'll be no more sorrow, no grief and pain, and I'll be happy Christmas once again. I love that song.
All right, a lot of you may know Tracy and I from our band Seven Rings, and we're probably best known for playing lots of Irish pub songs. And when Christmas rolls around, we end up playing holiday tunes, some of which are American and non-Irish. But we decided we'd better do an Irish song here. If you've seen us around holidays with the band, then you've probably heard us play the song called Christmas in Killarney. And it was actually written by Americans. In the 1950s. And it's been pretty popular. But the village of Killarney has embraced it, and they actually have a community holiday festival called Christmas in Killarney. Shocking. If you've been in Ireland, if you've been around the Ring of Kerry, you probably have visited Killarney because it's in County Kerry, which is in the southwest of Ireland. So, without further ado.
Well, and I'll point out too that I had to raise my music stand again because we only do like 2 verses when we play with 7 rings, but this one I've got like 3 pages of stuff. So, and it's still a fast song. So.
It's a great Irish novel.
You get to see my music stand.
There you go. Since we're playing an Irish song, I'm going to have an Irish drink.
I got this eggnog. If I put a little Irish whiskey in it.
I think if there's Jameson in there, then yes. It's an Irish eggnog. Alrighty. Christmas in Killarney.
Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home. It's nice to know. Kiss your bow, cuddling under the mistletoe. Santa Claus, you know, of course, is one of the boys from home. The door is always open, the neighbors pay a call. And Father John, before he's gone, will bless his house and all. Our hearts light, our spirits bright, we'll celebrate our joy tonight. It's Christmas in Killarney with all the folks at home. The holly tree, the ivy green, the prettiest picture you've ever seen. Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home. It's nice to kiss your bow while cuddling under the mistletoe. Santa Claus, you know, of course, is one of the boys from home. We'll decorate the Christmas tree while all the family's here. Around a roaring fire, we'll raise a cup of cheer. There's gifts to bring and songs to sing and laughs to make the rafters ring. It's Christmas in Killarney with all the folks at home. The holly tree, the ivy green, the prettiest picture you've ever seen. Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home. It's nice, you know, to kiss your bow while cuddling under the mistletoe. Santa Claus, you know, of course, is one of the boys from home. We'll take the horse and sleigh across the fields of snow, listening to the jingle bells everywhere we go. How grand it feels to click your heels and dance away to the jigs and reels. It's Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home. The holly tree, the prettiest picture you've ever seen. And then you know Killarney, no matter where you roam. It's Christmas in Killarney with all the folks at home.
No Blarney.
No Blarney. You got anything on this?
I do. I do have something on this. So the recording that's most famous was by a guy maybe some people have heard of named Elvis Presley.
Oh.
Elvis.
Elvis.
Yes. 1957. But it was actually recorded about 10 years before that. One of the guys that recorded was a country singer Ernest Tubb. Then along came Elvis. And everybody forgot Mr. Tubb, I think. Or, I don't think they forgot about him. But Elvis did make his mark here. So anyway, the tune is called Blue Christmas.
here with me. And the wind blows blue, snowflakes start falling. And that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of home. Have a blue, blue Christmas. Elvis has left the building.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's the worst Elvis impression ever.
It's pretty bad.
All right. So our next song, I have some notes. So our next song is the world's best-selling single. Do you know what song it might be?
Again, I do.
Oh yeah. Do you know what song it might be? It's White Christmas. So a little bit of history on it, written by Irving Berlin, 1942, and probably best known as a single for being sung by Bing Crosby. And his first single on Decca Records sold over 50 million copies by itself. There's been over 500 different versions of it recorded. And if you put all those versions together, it sold over 100 million copies.
This will be 501.
This is 501 versions. It's true.
Oh.
It was selected as the second most important song of the 20th century. Second.
And he won't tell me what the first is.
It's true. She does not know the answer to this trivia question. What was the first most important song of the 20th century? Got any guesses?
Well, yeah, so during the break I asked, was it Jingle Bells? And it was no. And was it the Christmas song that Nat King Cole did?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm guessing it was not I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
It was not.
Right.
It was not. It's not Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, wait, this is not a Christmas song. It's the second most popular song?
Second most important song in the 20th century. So it could be any song, any genre.
You better just tell me.
I'm going to give these people a few more seconds. Get to Google, quick, look it up. The answer is Somewhere Over the Rainbow by Judy Garland.
Aww.
Yep, I know.
Yeah.
I can't really argue with that because that's a pretty impressive song.
Yeah.
It really is. Really is.
So that's the history. So I married a historian, but I thought too I'll bring it home. So I like this song because I'm one of those weirdos who likes snow. I like winter is my favorite holiday. Partly because of snow, and Mike's not so happy. Although I have to say, I'm lucky because I've been working home during the pandemic. But I think we've seen our last snow days.
Already?
Well, because it might snow, but I've still got to work because I can work from home now.
That's
so
true.
that makes it a little less exciting, but I still like snow. So.
I don't. I was going to paint my face green because I want to be the Grinch because I don't like snow. I do like Christmas out of that, so that's why I'm looking like this.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's a lot of
We
banter.
both got our pandemic hair going.
I know. I got my
So.
pen and pom-pom going too. All right. So White Christmas.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. All right, so next song is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, and it's been around for a while. I know it because I'm a Broadway girl, and so I know it from Meet Me in St. Louis. Of course, Mike, my rock and roll husband, knows it from The Pretenders.
Yes.
But this is kind of a jazzy arrangement. I really kind of like it. So whether it's rock or whether it's Broadway, it's still a really pretty song. So, and of course, we hope you all have a Merry Little Christmas. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together. If the fates allow, hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Very nice.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Thanks very much for joining us for another Folklore Friday with Greenbank Mills and Phillips Farm. Last one of the year. Tracy and I would like to wish all of you a happy and healthy holiday season and a healthy and prosperous new year. So we'll see you again, hopefully 2021. Thanks.
Stay well.
Thank you so much to Mike and Tracy. That was amazing.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
We did see your Facebook comments. We experienced it too.
Yeah.
So we're going to upload. In addition to this will be available in a few minutes once we end the live stream. But just in case that's choppy to you, because I don't know, the Facebook elves are being mischievous tonight. We're gonna upload the
YouTube?
Yeah. Well, YouTube might be funny about that. Well, we're gonna upload it to Facebook as well, and then it'll go up on our website so that you guys can still listen to it. Those of you that tune in a little later, that way you can really listen and get into the festive spirit. Mike and Tracy just did an amazing job, like always.
Yeah.
Very lovely to listen to, and certainly I heard a lot of my favorites in there.
Oh yeah, I sing along.
So thank you guys so much for joining us. Happy second night of Hanukkah.
Yep.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy, well, Kwanzaa's coming up at the end of the month, but in case we don't see you between now and then, happy Kwanzaa as well. And, enjoy the season and don't forget to love each other.
All right, guys.